So now that you've heard from the preems and you understand conceptually how batteries with solar can resolve the energy crisis for your home, let's talk about what specifically is going to help design the right system for your home. Probably the most important thing is understanding your current home's electric usage and your future energy usage plans. The most simple way to understand this is if you were to look at one recent copy of your electricity bill. What we seek is a full 12 months of energy usage history. If you're in one of the deregulated parts of the state, that would be an Oncor, a CenterPoint, an AEP, or Texas New Mexico Power territory. If you send us one recent copy of your electric bill, we have an online tool and resource that enables us to look up your home's electric usage history. If you're in a co-op or some other type of setup, you can always log into your online account with your electricity provider to get a full 12 months usage history, and you might even have a usage graph on your bill.
How would I look up your home's electricity usage history? Well, from your electricity bill, if you're in a deregulated area, we use a tool called smartmetertexas.com. When I get logged into SmartMeter, I have the opportunity to plug in your home's and your electric meter's ESI ID number, your home's meter number, and I need to understand which utility provider you're with. So this is why we ask you for one recent copy of your electricity bill. We ask you for it because sometimes, if you're like me, you'll fat finger a message and the ESI ID number is like a 16-digit long number. Sometimes you forget which utility company or which retail electric provider you're with. And so there's just a number of different figures we need off of the bill. And then if you're in like a CenterPoint or an AEP service area, sometimes your meter number has letters, and sometimes it's required to include that, sometimes it's not. Now, this is a free tool for anybody in the deregulated markets of Texas, being Oncor, CenterPoint, AEP, Texas New Mexico Power. So you as the homeowner, you can look this up. So you can go to smartmetertexas.com, you can plug in your ESI ID number and your meter number, as well as your retail electric provider, and that will give you the exact same data that we're going to ask you for. If you would prefer to do this on your own, amazing, do that. Here's what I need to see. When you open up your account information, go to monthly billing information. That's then going to give you the past 24 months of electric usage history, as you can see here. Then what I'm going to ask you for is click Export My Report, which will download it into this CSV file. So if you've got Excel or if you use Google Docs or something like that, you'll be able to pull this up. And then if I'm pulling it for you, I'll be able to confirm, do I have your ESI ID number correct? And then notice the start date and the end date. What are we seeking? We're seeking the most recent 12 months of electric usage history. Now, what assumptions do you think you can make from this homeowner's usage profile? The thing that I see is, I think they probably purchased their home in May of 2024. So whoever was living here moved out in February or March. The home was vacant for a few months. And then you can see this short period of time, right? Not a full month, May 7, May 21. And then the billing restarted. So that is where the electric company switched the name on the account and their usage started over. So if we're looking at it from this perspective, since they lived in the home, May 21 of 2024 through June 6 of 2025, they've used 11,206 kilowatt hours. So what do we do in this instance? We can use context from the previous homeowner. So 2/6, ending in 2/6, that's a full 12 months of usage history. They used 11,909 kilowatt hours. We could also draw a comparison here to say, let's look at a comparable month. July 7 to August 7. Here we go. July 8 to August 6, 1798, 1799. So in the same month, predominantly the month of July, they used the exact same amount of electricity. That could vary month to month. Some years have hotter summers than others. Some years have colder winters than others. From this graph, what else might you be able to infer? Or from this table, what else might you be able to infer? Well, right here, they've got a higher usage in December, January, February timeframe than they do in the fall. To me, this is indicative that they have an all-electric home, or at least if they have gas coming into the home, it is not powering the furnace or the heating of the home. So they probably have a heat pump. Otherwise, the usage would be way greater than this if they were only operating on heat strips. But odds are this is an all-electric home. And so for the sake of this video, let's just look at the full 12-month usage history, which I'm over and above there. 2/6 to 2/6, 11,909. If we look at just since they've been in the house, 10,508. And that's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months of the year. Odds are they're going to use more electricity than the previous homeowner. And of course, we're about towards, right, it's February 1st, the date of this recording. They're almost about to get their February usage. And if you're in the North Texas area and you know what happened in 2025, right around the 7th or 8th of the month, we had that freezing weather kick in. Okay.
Now, some of those co-ops and electric companies do not make your graph very clear. I've seen some that go from 0 to 5,000 and it's just a bar graph with no more detailed legend than that. The more details we have, the more precise we can be when designing your system. The next thing you want to take into consideration is what might you use in the future? And so think about things like, I've got young children, kind of like I do. I've got 2 under 2, and every year they get older, they're going to use more and more electricity. We're also planning to be in our home for a long while. It kind of seems like one of our future vehicles might be an electric vehicle. Alternatively, you might not ever have an electric vehicle, or you might have teenagers who eventually move out of the home, and when there's fewer adult bodies in the home, you'll actually use less power. Think about your appliances. If your AC unit or windows are 30 years old and on their last leg, when you upgrade that, that's going to be a far more efficient appliance for your home, which means you will use less electricity. Think about, hey, I might get a pool or I might get a jacuzzi. How are your energy usage habits going to change? Those are the types of questions our design engineers will ask you during this process. So step 1, how much do I use today? Step 2, how much do I use or plan to use in the future? Well, Nick, what if I just bought a new construction home? I don't have any usage history, but I want it to be solar. Or maybe I'm in the planning stages of my barn dough and I want to live well off-grid. Great. We'll walk you through some of the things that we've used to help design and predict how much energy your home will use. And the great news, these systems are scalable. So we can always start conservatively and increase production and storage a year or two down the road as your habits shift and change. So now that you understand how much power you're using or plan to use, how does that translate to a system's performance? And what size system do I need? There's many factors that impact how a solar panel will perform. Because we're in the northern hemisphere, the best direction for a solar panel to face is due south. Visualize wintertime. Where's the sun? It's at a lower angle in the sky, and that's a southerly angle. So the sun is shining up to Texas from the south to the north. And for that reason, a southern-facing solar panel is going to produce the most electricity year-round. So think about your roof spaces, or even get on Google Maps and zoom into your home's roof. Do I have really great south-facing roof? Hopefully, yes. If not, east and west are really good too. So when thinking about your east and west facing roof, think about the pitch of your roof. If you're in one of these new and beautiful homes with a very intricate roof space with steep roofs, the peak of your roof in the morning is going to shade the western side. And in the afternoon, the peak of that roof will shade the eastern side. And so a flatter pitch roof gets more sunshine longer throughout the year. Now you could try to calculate this on your own, or we make that really simple. There are very powerful design tools available that we use to understand the productive spaces around your roof. And typically, especially in Texas, we avoid the north-facing section of roof. There is still a small production value there, but it becomes less and less efficient as you move there. Next, think about your surroundings. Is your home surrounded by trees? Do those trees shade the home all the time? If that's the case, there's not a lot of sunshine happening up there. The solar panels are not going to get hit by that sunlight. They're probably not going to produce that much electricity. Now you could do a few things. Keep in mind that a tree overhanging your roof is dangerous. That could, in a winter freeze, have precipitation on it that freezes in the form of ice or snow, adding weight to the branch, forcing that branch to break and cause damage to your roof. So maybe it's something you've already been considering. Maybe you're just annoyed by the leaves that it drops throughout the year. Maybe it's time to consider trimming the canopy back to open up some sunshine on the roof. Another common issue that some of our clients have faced is those same trees with strong root systems impacting the foundation of their homes. And so maybe that's a preventative measure to secure the property. And as much as I hate, it's in our logo, as much as I hate chopping trees down, sometimes it's a necessary evil. The thing to keep in mind, and what we can also go over with you, is the U.S. Department of Energy has an amazing site that shows you the environmental impact of your systems. And so your system, whatever it will produce throughout the year, is going to save acres of U.S. forest, or it's going to save the equivalent of the carbon emissions of acres of U.S. forest. So, one small sacrifice in your yard will save acres and acres of trees, or at least the offset carbon emissions from a system like this. So now you know how much energy your home uses, or how much you plan to use. You know what we're going to do to design that system. And we're going to also do a calculation on your energy usage to calculate how much you use on average per hour to determine the battery size you need to overcome a 12-hour threshold. So now that you understand why knowing how much electricity your home uses is so important, go ahead and send me one recent copy of your power bill. Either snap a photo of the front and back and text it to me, or download the PDF copy and email it to me. You can text me at 972-433-5979 or email me nick@thesolarscouts.com, nick@THESOLARSCOUTS.com.
Congratulations. If you've made it to the end of this video, you're walking away with a much deeper understanding of how the American Dream Expansion Pack of solar and batteries will help your home, your family, and your wallet. If you want to check out more of our client testimonials, our system overviews, and time lapses of full system installations, check them out right here. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and subscribe on YouTube to always be up to date on the most exciting technology solar and batteries can offer. If you've been feeling some of the pain of the energy crisis already, and if you believe that that's only going to get worse and the problem will only exacerbate over time, then right now is the best time to go solar. Send us a text to 972-433-5979. Send us an email, save@thesolarscouts.com. Any way you want to get in touch with us, our team will extend to you the same hospitality and courtesy as we do to all of our clients. We know how impactful these systems can be for our homes because we have these systems on our homes, on our parents' homes, and our friends' homes. If you want to be my friends too, send us your data. When we understand how much electricity you're using, we'll use a satellite image to design the perfect system to help you economically go off-grid. Let me help you live well off-grid and say bye-bye to your electricity company with solar and batteries, the American Dream Expansion Pack. Text us, email us, call us, or click the link below to schedule a time to speak with me directly one-on-one and create the perfect system for your home. Most of my clients choose to pay nothing up front, nothing out of pocket. We'll get a solar utility company to fund the entirety of the project. That way, all you need is a smarter, better electricity bill than what you've got today. Say goodbye to your current electricity company and say hello to the American Dream Expansion Pack with solar and batteries. It's as simple as a smarter electricity bill. That's all it is. I don't require you to pay me anything up front, nothing out of pocket. Just trade in your old and dirty electricity bill for a fresh and clean electricity bill. Protect your home, protect your family with solar and battery backup. So long as the sun rises tomorrow, you will always have electricity for your home. If you've been feeling the pain of the energy crisis and you think that it's only going to get worse, then right now is the best time to explore a solar and battery backup option. These systems will take you economically off grid, so that way you never lose power again, and you can cut off your existing electricity bill. Send us a text, give us a call, shoot us an email, send us a DM on Facebook or Instagram, drop a comment on their YouTube page. However you want to get in touch with us, we'll be ready to extend the same courtesy and hospitality to you as we do all of our plans. You can check out some of our other videos both on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, and get in touch with us any way you feel most confident.
So we'll talk to you soon. We're excited to help you get the American Dream Expansion Pack with solar and batteries. Are you ready to take the next step?